Kelsy Taylor is a junior on the Trine University women's basketball team. Kelsy, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. It's good to have you finally on. We've talked about this for a while. Take me back to when you were a kid and you started to learn about the game of basketball. How did you get hooked on the sport?
Well, actually, I've never been always tall and athletic. In middle school, 5th grade year, I tried out for every team and I didn't make anything. And besides track, because you don't try out. And then 6th grade, I was like, I'm gonna try out for everything again. You know, it's just, if it doesn't work out, it's not meant for me. And then I made the basketball team, and I actually sucked because I remember one time I got in the game and I was so excited to get a rebound. And I was throwing it back up in the opponent's rim, and the audience was like, "No, stop, Kelsy, stop, Kelsy," and it just went from there. But I ended up making the team 7th and 8th grade because I think I made it on the 6th grade team. And then my 8th grade summer going into 9th grade, I had a big growth spurt. And that's when I was growing into my body and went to high school. But I was just one of those people, a little non-athletic person that wanted to be on every team. And
so when did you start thinking about playing at the college level?
The start of my junior year. That's when I really started. I fell in love with basketball my sophomore year of high school, but to think about college was the start of my junior year.
Let's hear about how you discovered Trine, or how Trine discovered you.
So I got recruited by small schools, NAI schools, D3 schools, and then I started getting more looks as my season went on my senior year. And I got D2 offers, full offers, and D1 looks. But I was also the person that didn't really care about division, and then I took myself to email a bunch of other coaches. And my AAU teammate, she no longer plays basketball anymore, but she told me about Trine, and then I did my research about it, and then I emailed the head coach there and sent my highlight video. So I actually wasn't recruited by them until I reached out to them. And that's how that started. And then I went on my visit and I fell in love. So my high school coach, she was basically my high school coach and my mom, we had a bunch of talks about either a full-time ride or where you're happy at. Because I really love Trine, and I just chose Trine, obviously.
Oh, we're really glad you did. So what was the adjustment like coming from a high school experience to playing at college? Obviously, it's a different game at that point. What was that adjustment like for you?
Speed was the first thing. It was 10 times faster than high school because we don't have a shot clock, so we can hold the ball on offense however long. And then the second adjustment was, my freshman year especially, was remembering plays.
Right.
They had so many plays. I was like, I don't know. So every time I got in the game, we just ran one play that I knew. But now I can remember all the plays.
Well, by your sophomore year, you're starting. You guys had an incredible run all the way to the Sweet 16 of the national tournament. You guys did not get to finally fulfill your destiny there. You didn't get to finish the year. You were in Maine when you found out what was happening. What was that experience like to be right there ready to play a national tournament game and then all of a sudden find out it's over?
Well, at first, we kind of had our thoughts that it was going to get canceled, but we was still head on that we was going to play. And then the practice before our game, the NBA got canceled. So it was if the NBA got canceled, our tournament's over with. And then on our way to practice, Rain got the call and he was like, our season's over with. And the most heartening thing was just seeing Katie Steers cry, the only senior on the team of the year. And that was really the breakdown, because we all knew that we had another year. Even though it was hurtful that we didn't have a chance to compete, and we had a really good chance to make it far in the NCAA tournament, but it was just watching her her last game, she ended on a win, but she wasn't able to compete in her potential last game.
You led me into my next question. I'm a huge Katie Steers fan. I love to watch her play. She was so selfless. She didn't care about stats. She just wanted to win. What was it like to play with Katie Steers for a couple of years, and what lessons maybe did you learn from her?
Well, it's actually funny, 'cause I tell her this all the time. On my visit here, we played open gym, and she yelled at me because I didn't do a screen defense correctly, and I was like, what? I don't know what y'all do here, and she was very honest, and I was like, well, I know what type of player she is, and she's just very dedicated. Like, she just wants to win. She's not any type of player that's like wants to score. She's going to do anything for her team to win, defense and offense. And it was actually great, like, playing with her, because she just motivated the entire team. Like, she was driven every day at practice. Like, every day she worked hard, and there was no doubt about it. Every game she was going in, and she was going to do whatever it takes to win.
Well, we broadcast one of your games so far this year, and I saw in you that emotion coming out. The game that we broadcast on the Tri Network, we lost, but I could see your will and the emotion on your face of how hard you were playing, even though that was an exhibition game.
Yeah.
Like, how do you get yourself up to play with that kind of intensity that Coach Rang wants, game in and game out?
Well, we started off very slow, and I think that was just us trying to figure out like who we were this year. And then after halftime, we got ripped. Even though it was a scrimmage, he was still like very passionate. And then, like, I don't know, it's just something that just gave me a oomph into my game. But just the feeling of winning, I guess, that makes me like want to play harder, do better. And then I also don't like to, if I'm defending a person and they're like scoring over me, like that does something to me. I don't like when people score on me or stuff like that. So yeah, basically, and then just winning.
You want to win.
Yeah.
And that gets me to Shay and Sam, two other members of your front court that you play alongside. You're starting along with Shay Herbert. She's a senior. She's gone through multiple knee surgeries, and she just refuses to quit. She's going to see this through to the end. For you, it's got to be fun to play with Shay, right?
Yes. Shay's my best friend.
Right.
Like, we just play with so well together, because like off the court, on the court, we just know each other. So we're always like giggling or laughing or like looking at each other, give a certain look, like like I don't know what it is, but I'm going to miss playing with her too.
Well, the future's also bright because Sam Underhill off the bench as a freshman last year made a big impact. As a sophomore, I know you're expecting big things from her.
Yes, and currently we're playing with her right now because due to Shay.
Right.
And so I like playing with Sam too, and it's like nice to like get a different groove like right now with her, because it's what it's going to be like when Shay leaves.
Kelsy, you're a great college athlete. I mean, you make a big impact in the games, rebounding and scoring. I think you're going to become a leader on this team. But for you, it's so much more than basketball. You're an excellent student. You're a poet. You're involved on campus with a lot of different things. What drives you day to day as you go through your week to not only focus on the athletic aspect of your life, but also all of those other things that are so important to you?
Well, my biggest, like, my why is for my mom.
Right.
Like, I just, like, want to make her proud.
Right. And
so every day I'm just like, anything I can do to make my mom proud. So that's my why. Every time I go in the game, like, she doesn't get to go to my games because, I mean, I wouldn't want her traveling 5 hours, 6 hours in Michigan every weekend. So she watches all the live streams that she can, and I just look forward to my call. Even if I do play bad, like, she's going to, Kelsy, like, you could have did this, you could have did that. But that's just something I look forward to. Like, I tell her all, like, my accomplishments. I text her, like, look what just happened. So that's my biggest thing, is she's my why. So
what's the future for Kelsy Taylor? What is your program here at Trine, and what do you want to do going forward?
Well, I want to live in Houston. I want to get out the Midwest. So I do want to live in Houston. I'm actually currently working on an internship this summer to live in Houston and work there. I just want to travel a lot. I'm a marketing major, so whatever job, sports related, sales related. And for Tron, I just want to leave my name out there. Like, just everybody knows KT and what she left and what she did. So that's the biggest thing. That's why I always want to get involved and go to events and participate.
You're a great teammate. I know you guys are going to make some noise again this year. Love watching you play. Thanks for your time, KT.
Thank you.